I don't know if a lot of you have gone through something like this, but during COVID, I slipped a little bit. I drank too much. I gained like 10 pounds. Nothing crazy, but I noticed it. Since then, my format in life didn't seem to change that much. I just kind of got adjusted to this new way of living and not caring about certain things. And it was a slow roll to get me to this point, but I gained about 20 to 25 pounds in the last 2 years. And it's something that, it wasn't super drastic and happened all at once, so it didn't really jump up and grab me because I didn't notice it that much. I just acclimated to my lifestyle and the way I looked slowly, because it happened slowly over time. It happened over about 2 years. So it definitely reared its ugly head last week when somebody called me fat in the comments. Outsiders. Hello, jumping in here. I wanted to give you guys a before and after, because when I saw that little head bobbing around of me about 6 months ago, when I was editing this and I found that video, I was kind of surprised that, to me anyway, I look pretty different. Obviously you can see me right now, hopefully, and you can know I've lost some weight. I want to give you a little bit of a testimonial right now of what worked for me and what has been going on and what the hell I've been doing, because I've made videos here and there, but I've disappeared for a little bit there. And to be honest with you, right off the bat, I didn't really disappear. I just wanted to take myself and my health and my mental health and my life a little bit more of a priority than just putting all of my energy into making videos. And for a minute there, I kind of felt like I was forcing a video a week, and it just, that ruins your passion. That's just something for me. I started to notice that I wasn't enjoying it as much, and I was just doing it to do it. So I pulled back a little bit and just started doing like little things. Like I went to Vegas a couple times with myself, just by myself, and with my wife. Got a little vacation without the bike. Did some gambling and did some, we saw some shows and ate some good food, and just, you know, like living life and just taking a minute and taking an outside perspective, looking in on my life. And it really has helped. I'm still going through it right now. I'm still like, it's not like going through it. Like I'm not going through something. I'm just taking a different perspective on things than getting caught up in the grind of YouTube and trying to make this work for a full-time living and all that stuff. It's because it's a hustle, it's a grind. It can be stressful depending on how much you put on yourself, but I'm getting off the subject here. What I'm trying to talk about here today is what helped me and what didn't help me. So right off the bat, after making that video, I took it serious. I started eating less, and I went all in for like a week or two. And then I slowly started falling back into my old habits, where I gotta be honest with you, during COVID and after that, I didn't really take into account how much I was overeating and drinking too much. I love a good craft beer. I would get a 6-pack of IPAs and finish it. I just would be able to consume that much. My tolerance was up because I was drinking a lot. And I'd finish it off with a nice salty meatball sandwich or something like that. I still love the meatball sandwiches. You can't take those away from me, but I'll eat half of one right now instead of 2 of them. You know, like there was one point I remember I didn't even realize I was doing it. I polished off a full-on large Domino's pizza, and I was like, what the hell am I doing? And this was after I made that video. So what ended up really happening, I fast forward about January, I started to take things like a little bit more of a long-term outlook, because I was just trying to shave pounds by the week and seeing what I could do, and it worked here and there. I lost a few pounds, but nothing crazy, because I would still be in my habits. What I did in January is took a long-term outlook. I started drinking less. And by less means, I didn't quit. What I did was, instead of polishing off a 6-pack, I'd have 2 IPAs. I'd have a couple Heinekens or something, less calories. Or the main thing I really took a priority in doing is trying to fix my appetite. My body and my stomach were so trained in the mode of eating this certain amount, which was like just too much, that I wasn't able to lose pounds. I mean, I'd go for a bike ride, I'd come home and I'd eat this huge meal with some dessert, and then eat ice cream later at night and a couple beers. What the hell do you think is gonna happen? You're gonna gain weight. So living like that after a while, like I said in the first video, you don't really take in consideration about what your lifestyle is like unless you take a background look from the outside perspective. I was just so used to living like that, it was normal for me. Over the period of a few years living like that, nothing seemed that out of whack. But taking an outside perspective and stopping that kind of madness of like trying to lose weight by overeating and drinking, it really started to take shape for me. So basically, from January till now is when I really started to shave the pounds. And what worked for me was a close look at my portion control. I started to eat less. I was starting to shave my meals down, and I would, for example, like eat, instead of a full sub, I'd have half of one, and then instead of wanting that other half, which I really did want to eat the other half, I just sit it down for 5 minutes and see if I was still hungry. And it turns out I could move this sub into like 2 meals. I'd save it for like a dinner or something like that, or I get a pizza and have 3 slices, stop. And then just think about it, like I'm not that hungry. I'm fine. I don't need the rest of that pizza. I don't need 3 more slices. Drinking, the same thing. I started, I'd get a 6-pack and I'd have 2, 3 at the most. That was it. Like I just would stop it. And what I started to notice after about a month is that I lost a chunk of weight. Like I lost, I'd say in the first month, almost 10 pounds. And so what that did for me is give me this backbone confidence where I was like, okay, I'm on the right track here. And I gotta give you something that's a little bit of a surprise here, is that mountain biking is something that I was, if I'm not making videos, guys, notice when I say this out loud, I'm still riding my bike. Like I'm not just filming videos every single time I go out and ride. In fact, if I did that, I don't think I'd be able to continue with the channel, because I need to ride for me. Mental health is important for me, and being out on the trail by myself or with some buddies, that's my meditation. That's where my love of the bike comes from. And then if I'm in the mood and I have a story idea or a video idea, I'll bring you guys along, and I love doing that too. But I have to be in the mood for that. And I have to feel social. Some days I'm having a bad day, I'll put the camera down. Some days I'm having a good day, I'll put the camera down. I just want to feel both ends of the spectrum. Bringing back to what I was talking about though, the reason I brought up mountain biking in this is because mountain biking became a bonus as a weight loss. It wasn't like a priority, or it wasn't a central factor in my weight loss, and I thought it would be. I thought exercise and all that stuff for me would have to be an equal amount. And I think for a lot of people it is. But what I found out for me, and everybody's different, this is just what happened to me, guys, is that the portion control and the drinking less and changing the amount of food I was intaking and changing the amount of food my body wanted was really what worked for me. And by saying what food my body wanted, I started to find myself eating half a sandwich and maybe a cup of soup, and I was full. After about a month, my eating habits changed and my body started to recognize that I wasn't getting and expecting as much food. I don't know if my stomach shrank or what, but I was full a lot quicker. I didn't have to wait that like amount of time to see if I was still hungry, because I would just come to that point when I was eating and just feel like, hey, that's enough. I don't want to go off on too much of a tangent here and get too far into the talking head testimonial right now, but I'm happy to answer any questions below and what helped me or what is helping me, because I'm not done with the weight loss yet. I haven't even told you guys yet, but I've lost now almost 30 pounds. And I was at my highest weight, I was over in the 220s. I'm around 190 right now. When I started the channel, I was about 185, so I got about 5 to 10 more pounds I want to lose and be in my really comfortable weight. Feeling lighter, I'm feeling lighter on the bike, which is pretty amazing. It's been easier to climb without that extra weight. It feels pretty good. I'm on a high right now because I'm kind of proud of myself. I'm kind of proud of the system I have in place, and thank you guys for your support, because I made that first video and a lot of you guys were just like, just about being positive and looking forward to the journey. And I have new videos coming out, guys. I'm in a little bit of update right now with my travels. I'm going to Utah in about a week for a few weeks. Gonna do some bike park rides. I'm gonna stop in Vegas. I'm gonna go to Brian Head. I'm gonna go to Deer Valley. I love it up there. And then I've got a lot more stuff coming up after that. I'll let you guys know about when the time comes. But as for right now, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and come along on this continual journey with me.